FIFA expects that 5 billion people will watch the World Cup this year. It will definitely be an exciting distraction to the global investment markets. Distraction means a reduction in trading volume. This may mean that the trading range is narrow most of the time, but it may also mean sudden fluctuations. From historical data, we can see that the US dollar is trading in narrow range within the 1 month during the World Cup match. However, there are also big moving months like those in 2010 and 2002. But interestingly, in the past 5 World Cup matches, we have found that the US dollar is depreciating against the other major currencies. So pay attention and be reminded to set a stop loss for your trading. As to the midterm election, Biden's administration lost control of the House of Representatives to the Republican Party. Although it was only a slight loss, there is no expected red wave. Biden's government will face more difficulties in implementing policy. From the table we showed last time, we found that it will be positive for the equity markets, as less uncertainties are foreseen. Interestingly, DXY, the US dollar index, is also found dropping in most cases. 8 out of the 13 times, in the following 3 months. Last week, the US dollar recouped some lost ground, rising by 0.55%. The pound and New Zealand are the currencies which managed to outperform the US dollar. The weakest is the Swiss franc, which dropped 1.41% last week. Yes, it is in the medium term, but the dollar may rebound in the short term. Last week, as expected, the US dollar index was supported near the 105 level, which is close to our expected 200-day moving average support at 104.50. Rebound in the US dollar may occur this week, with a target of 109. Fed members are coming out to manage the market expectations. In addition, a lower CPI doesn't mean that the Fed will immediately stop raising interest rates. However, the Federal Reserve may slow down the pace and extent of interest rate hike. It is expected that she will continue to raise the interest rate by 0.5% at the 14th meeting on December 22nd, and another 0.5% on the 1st of February 2023 meeting, 0.25% on the 22nd of March 2023 meeting, bringing the Fed fund rate up to 5.25%, and will be there for most of 2023. It is not until the November meeting next year that we will see the Federal Reserve start to cut the interest rate by 0.25%. Hence, it is still too early to conclude the US dollar bull is already turning direction. The New Zealand dollar is the key currency this week. The market believes that the central bank will raise the OCR. After the rate hike, the New Zealand dollar interest rate will once again be the highest interest rate in major currencies. New Zealand's inflation rate is currently 7.2%, which is much higher than the target of 1 to 3 set by Reserve Bank of New Zealand. As per Reuters poll on the 14th of November, it is forecast that there will still be another round of 50 basis point rate hike in Q1 of 2023, bringing the interest rate to 4.75%. The New Zealand dollar supported by a higher interest rate will be favored medium term. Short term, however, is advisable to wait till the Kiwi backs down below 0.6 level to long it. When the US dollar rebounds this week, the trading range for the Kiwi is 0.595 to 0.635. The Australian dollar touched 0.68 last week and started to correct down. Downside support will be at 0.65. Can consider to buy the Aussie at 0.65 level for the subsequent rebound to 0.68. UK fiscal statement. A mixture of tax rises and spending cuts announced by Chancellor Jeremy Hunt so far has not given the markets a big shock. Indeed, the pound is behaving stronger than expected. 1.2 may now be a short-term barrier. Anyone interested to buy the pound may consider it at about 1.16 level. The trading range is 1.16 to 1.20. The euro-dollar is strong recently. It touched the 200-day moving average. To ride on the US dollar rebound, shorting the euro at the 1.03 level may be a good idea for this week. The downside target can be 1.01. Dollar CAD is rebouncing. Interested in Canadian dollar can try to long at 1.35 level. On the weekly calendar, there is one central bank meeting this week. This is the New Zealand Central Bank. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to support us. We will appreciate it very much.